New York's highest court has overturned the rape conviction of movie producer Harvey Weinstein, giving the disgraced producer a chance at a new trial. The court found that the trial judge had erroneously admitted testimony of uncharged, alleged prior sexual acts against individuals other than the complainants of the underlying crimes. The court said that testimony served no material non-propensity purpose and portrayed defendant in a highly prejudicial light. The Weinstein team, eagerly anticipating a ruling, were in for a pleasant surprise with the unexpected outcome, as prior rulings in different courts all went against the producer. Why was the conviction overturned? Weinstein was convicted with the rape of a woman and sexually assaulting another, both of whom testified in court. However, a 4-3 majority of the New York Court of Appeals, the state's highest court, concluded that the trial judge erred in allowing 3 additional women to testify about Weinstein's alleged assaults because those allegations were not part of the criminal charges against him. The court noted that such testimony, known as prior bad acts, is typically prohibited under New York's Molyneux Rule, named after a significant 1901 court case. The majority found that the testimony by the 3 women violated this rule and resulted in an unfair trial. Why were the 3 women allowed to testify? Although the Molyneux Rule was cited by the court, it doesn't stand absolute. It maintains that prosecutors cannot utilize such testimony to establish that the defendant has a propensity to commit crimes, but they are permitted to introduce it as evidence of motive or intent. In Weinstein's case, prosecutors successfully argued that the producer's alleged prior sexual assaults suggested he knew his accusers didn't consent to his advances, but aimed to pressure them into sex regardless. Prosecutors hoped this evidence would undermine Weinstein's assertion of the encounters being consensual. However, the Court of Appeals concluded that the testimony merely implied Weinstein had a tendency to commit rape and sexual assault rather than shedding light on his motive or intent. Impact on future cases and trials. Despite the overturned conviction, Weinstein's legal woes are far from over. Weinstein received a 16-year prison sentence after rape conviction in California in 2022, which he intends to appeal. The recent ruling in New York does not directly impact that case. The California law does permit testimony regarding prior bad acts in sex crime cases as evidence of a defendant's inclination to commit such offenses. This type of evidence was utilized in Weinstein's trial in California, and the state's legal framework will present a greater challenge for his defense team on appeal compared to the situation in New York. Judge Jenny Rivera, in the majority opinion, stated that the decision was grounded in well-established New York law. She noted its resemblance to a prior Court of Appeals ruling in 1996, People v. Vargas, which overturned a rape conviction due to the admission of testimony about earlier alleged rapes by the defendant. However, dissenting judges in Thursday's ruling expressed concerns that it would heighten the challenge of prosecuting sex crimes perpetrated by individuals who have ongoing relationships with their victims, as seen in Weinstein's case. Judge Anthony Cannataro, a dissenting voice, characterized it as an unfortunate step backwards from recent advances in our understanding of how sex crimes are perpetrated. Another dissenting judge, Madeline Singas, contended that the decision would essentially eliminate the use of prior bad acts witnesses in such cases, making it arduous to establish intent. Meanwhile, Weinstein's appellate case lawyer Arthur Aidala said in a Thursday press conference that the New York Court of Appeals deserves a tremendous amount of credit for overturning Weinstein's rape conviction. From the bottom of our hearts, we knew that Harvey Weinstein did not get a fair trial, Aidala told reporters. As New York's highest court overturns the rape conviction, do you agree with the dissenting judges in their opinion, or find the upturned conviction to be a fair chance to Weinstein? Share with us in the comments down below.